When an ambulance arrives at New Cross Hospital in Wolverhampton, patients used to be wheeled towards A&E. Now they're taken to this new ambulance receiving centre, designed to rapidly assess up to 17 patients at a time. It means the paramedics who brought them in can get back on the road more quickly.
These ones have actually already offloaded and then they will go
So they're ready to respond?
That's our job, that's what we do. We're not here to nurse, we are here to respond to emergencies, bring to hospital and then turn around and do exactly the same. So it did mean getting the crews out quicker.
The A&E next door still has the more cramped area patients used to be brought to. Hardly any space for each patient.
So obviously we've only got 5 spaces here.
But although this hospital is getting people out of ambulances more quickly now, the big problem remains moving them on from A&E to a ward.
December was pretty tough. It was tough on pretty much all the staff in the hospital, especially so much more in ED, just because we did have those patients that are waiting hours and hours to move into the hospital. Like you said, we were coming on in the morning to 30, 40 patients waiting to move from the department, which obviously then puts a strain on those patients waiting to be seen and waiting to get into a space within it.
To speed up hospital discharges to free up beds, the government has committed extra cash for 3 years running. In contrast, the money to run the new ambulance receiving centre comes from a budget only promised for this winter.
What we need to be able to do is to ensure that that funding is recurrent funding, because you can't open somewhere and not continue to then staff it. So we will need to fund this area. The problem might be that if we don't get additional funding elsewhere, is other services might end up having to be cut to allow these services to function.
So you've got the money for this year, but you don't know yet whether you've got the money for next year?
Correct. We anticipate that we will do, and we know we will need to find that money. But yes, we absolutely would need that money for not just winter, throughout the year.
The money to help the health service cope with winter has been well spent on projects like this, and today's statistics suggest these initiatives have begun to have an impact. But the fundamental problems the NHS faces are far from solved. Catherine Jones, 5 News, Wolverhampton.